It's a tech pouch from Peak Design, the best place to put all your tech accessories. And what's inside of my one? Let's find out. So I've been after one of these bad boys for quite a while. When I was in the States, I almost picked one up, but I finally pulled the trigger when I bought all of my other Peak Design kit. Now, inside of this one, I've got various bits and bobs, but as you can see, it's got loads and loads of great organisation. So I'm going to go through what's in mine and whether or not I think this is worth the money. So inside here, I have my 4TB hard drive, which I take around with me everywhere I go. I've got my SD card pouch. Now I recommend anyone who takes photos or does YouTube or does videography to have one of these. I have loads of SD cards on me at all time. They are so useful to have. I've also got the USB-C to hard drive connector cable, which I still have on me at all times. I've got this 6-way splitter. As a lot of you might know, I run a video and podcasting agency, so having a way to split the audio out of my audio recorder anywhere I go is really, really useful. So that stays on me. I then have a charging block here, a USB charging block, which folds away, always useful to have on you. I then have in here some nail clippers. I find it really useful having nail clippers on me all the time. And then moving into these other pouches, I'll always have a little bit of cash on me. So handy if I've got this tech pouch on me all the time, just have a little bit of cash to buy more Peak Design gear. I've got some more dongles, so I've got the Apple 3.5 to Lightning Dongle. You never know when you're going to need a dongle like this. I've also got some wired headphones, emergency wired headphones. You know, if you run out of battery on your headphones, on your AirPods, on your Bose QC35s, these can come in clutch. Which is pretty much the first part of what I've got in the bag. I've also, in this part here, I've got a pen, like so, and I'll usually keep my Apple Pencil on here if I've got my iPad shoved into my bag. Moving on to the other side, which is identical. I don't think I've got anything in the main zip, but as you can see, there are compartments here that you can put SD cards and various bits and bobs. I don't use that for the moment. So in the right hand side, I've got a micro USB, which is for charging your GoPros. I'll also usually keep a USB-C to USB cable in there. In the other side, I've got a Lightning to USB-C. This is a cable I use absolutely every day. Must have that on me. I've also got a USB to micro USB, again always useful for all scenarios. And then I've got a VXLR cable. If you're not into audio and you don't know what this is, essentially it means I can take a regular 3.5 input from a lav mic or from the Rode Video Mic Pro Plus, and I can turn that into an XLR signal. So that's really useful to have on me at all times. And then sort of getting to the end of what's in my tech pack, I've got a trusty dongle. Now this one is actually from Lenovo. I usually get the Satechi ones, which are much nicer. But what I like about this actually is how small it is. It's a really slim profile. I've actually got an SD card in there at the moment, and my little Logitech MX Master dongle. And then the final few things I've got in this tech pouch is a regular Anker USB to Lightning cable. As you can see here, there's a bit of the theme. I have lots of cables in here. And then the best thing I think I've ever bought, which is this Gerber Dime multi-tool. The amount of times this comes in useful for all sorts of things. It's got a bottle opener for when you want to get on the bevs. It's got a pair of scissors, which is really, really useful. And I actually, talking of materials of this little pack, there was a bit that was fraying off of it. Get my little Gerber Dime out, scissors, snip away. a package opener for opening all your Peak Design bags, and then a knife, which is useful for quite a few things, mainly opening more Peak Design boxes. And then finally, this turns into a mini set of pliers, which I've never used, but I like showing people that. So there you go. That is everything that I have in my Peak Design tech pouch. There's also a little zip at the back here, which I currently have nothing in, but that'll be useful for putting in a bit more cash, or maybe your phone or anything else really that you want to put in your tech pouch. But the question is it worth 50 quid? I'd actually say yes, because the material of it is really, really nice. It's soft shell, but it's expandable. You can fit a lot inside of it, and it just feels really nice. And it also matches my sling and everyday backpack. Videos for those linked in the description below. Alright, thank you very much for watching this video. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see more, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you've got any questions about the Peak Design tech pouch, make sure you leave a comment in the comments below. Thank you.